Welcome to Enchanting Places to Go. This is where we take you on narrated journeys through the world's most magical destinations. Places where nature whispers, history lingers, and every view feels like a dream. Discover Reine, a hidden gem in Norway's Arctic Circle. Today, we travel far north, above the Arctic Circle, to a tiny fishing village surrounded by fjords, mountains, and northern lights. A place where red cabins dot the shoreline and silence speaks louder than words. Join us as we explore Reine in Norway's breathtaking Lofoten Islands, a destination that feels like it was painted by nature itself. Reine is a small fishing village located on the island of Muskinasoya, part of the Lofoten archipelago in northern Norway. It lies more than 100 kilometers above the Arctic Circle, surrounded by dramatic peaks, icy fjords, and the ever-changing light of the far north. The village is home to fewer than 300 residents, according to the latest census. Despite its tiny size, Reine has gained worldwide attention for its extraordinary natural beauty. Often described as one of the most scenic places in all of Norway, Reine is part of the municipality of Muskines in the county of Nordland. It faces the Reinefjorden, with the iconic Reinebringen mountain rising directly behind it from above. The view of the red and white rorbu, traditional fishermen's cabins, resting on wooden stilts above the Arctic waters is unforgettable. The village is accessible by road along the scenic E10 highway, which connects the Lofoten Islands. To the mainland, the nearest airport is in Leknes, about 70 kilometers away. Reine may be remote, but that's part of its magic. Here, nature sets the rhythm. The midnight sun glows through summer nights, the northern lights dance in winter skies, and every moment feels like a quiet conversation with the wilderness. The history of Reine is written not in books, but in waves and winds. For centuries, this tiny village has stood as a haven for fishermen, a place where life has always been shaped by the sea. Reine's name first appeared in official records in the 18th century. But long before that, the waters of the Lofoten archipelago were home to seasonal settlements of Norse seafarers and traders. This region has been at the heart of Norway's cod fishing industry for over 1,000 years. Every winter, the Arctic cod, known as skry, migrate from the Barents Sea to spawn near the Lofoten coast. Villages like Reine grew around this cycle, becoming vital ports for fishermen and merchants. Wooden racks for drying cod still stand along the shoreline, part of a tradition that continues to this day. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, Reine was one of the most prosperous fishing villages. In the Lofoten Islands, fishermen lived in simple red cabins called rorbu, built close to the docks to withstand harsh northern storms. Some of these cabins have been restored and now welcome travelers from around the world, though modern industry has brought change. Reine remains deeply connected to its past. Fishing continues. The community remains small, and the village still lives in harmony with the sea, the mountains, and the silence that has always defined this corner of the Arctic. Curiosities about Reine. Where the sun never sets and never rises, because it lies above the Arctic Circle, Reine experiences the midnight sun in summer, when the sun never fully sets for several weeks. In contrast, during winter, the polar night brings weeks without direct sunlight. Even then, the sky glows with soft blue light and the magical aurora borealis, a favorite of National Geographic. Reine has often been featured in travel magazines, and National Geographic once called it the most beautiful village in Norway. Photographers and travelers come from all over the world to capture its iconic silhouette reflected in the still Arctic waters. Rorbu, cabins of the sea. The traditional red fishermen's cabins, or rorbu, are built on stilts over the water. Originally used to house workers during the cod fishing season, many of them are now converted into cozy accommodations for guests seeking peace and solitude. The climb to Reinebringen. Just behind the village rises Reinebringen, a mountain with a steep trail and over 1,500 stone steps leading to one of Norway's most breathtaking panoramic views. From the top, visitors can see Reine, the fjords, and the sea stretching toward the Arctic horizon. Cod is gold-dried. Arctic cod, known as stockfish, is one of Norway's oldest export products. To this day, cod from the waters around Reine is shipped across the world, including to Italy, Portugal, and Nigeria. Peace and silence. Reine is not a place of loud nightlife or big city lights. Here, nature speaks, in wind, water, and snowfall. It's a destination for reflection, creativity, and connection with the landscape. Main tourist attractions in Reine. Reine is small, but every corner holds something unforgettable. Here, the attractions are not amusement parks or monuments. They are moments, views, silences, and places where nature and history quietly meet. Reinebringen Mountain. Towering behind the village, Reinebringen offers one of the most iconic views. In Norway, the stone staircase to the summit leads to a breathtaking overlook. Red cabins below, fjords curving through the landscape, and snow-capped peaks fading into the horizon. It's a challenging hike, but the reward is nothing less than majestic. The harbor and rorbu docks. The heart of Reine is its harbor, where traditional rorbu line the waterfront. Walk along the wooden docks, watch fishing boats come and go, and feel the rhythm of a village that still lives by the sea. Many of the cabins are now guest houses, offering rustic comfort and front-row seats to the northern. Leitsklauter Reine Church, Reinekirke. This modest wooden church, built in 1890, sits quietly near the center of the village. It reflects the simplicity and resilience of the local community, and its white steeple stands out beautifully against the dramatic backdrop. Glass Hytta, the glass-blowing studio. Reine is home to a small but inspiring glass studio where artisans craft delicate pieces inspired by the northern landscape. Visitors can watch the process, meet the artists, and take home a handcrafted memory of the Arctic Reine Cultural Center and Cafe. Housed in a former schoolhouse, this center showcases local history, art, and photography. It's also a cozy place to enjoy coffee and traditional Norwegian pastries while surrounded by stories of the sea, kayaking in the fjords. For those seeking adventure, kayaking through the Reinefjorden offers an intimate perspective. Of the region, you'll glide past towering cliffs, seabirds, and perhaps even a sea eagle, in complete silence, surrounded by nature. Winter sky and the northern lights. From late autumn through winter, Reine becomes a stage for the aurora borealis. With little light pollution and vast open skies, it's one of the best places in the world to watch the northern lights dance across the Arctic heavens. Reine is not a place you pass through. It's a place that stays with you. A village so small you can walk across it in minutes, and yet so vast in beauty, it stretches the soul here. Silence is never empty. It's filled with the sound of waves lapping against wood, the soft rustle of wind through snow-covered peaks, the quiet presence of time, ancient, patient, and eternal. Reine teaches you to listen to the sea, to the sky, and to yourself. It is a sanctuary of light and shadow, of cold air and warm fires of nature in its most honest form. If you ever find yourself there, you'll understand that in a world that moves fast, Reine stands still, and in doing so becomes unforgettable. If you enjoyed this journey, share it with someone who would too. Like and follow our channel. Enchanting places to go for more narrated adventures to the world's most magical destinations. Tell us in the comments, what northern destination should we explore next?